what's up everybody? Video 44 coming to another video. Alright, so I figured I'd do a Laker chat video since I haven't been doing many Laker chat videos since I've been talking about all the other stuff that's going on. It's been frustrating my mind, but yeah, I'm very happy with Russell Westbrook. Over the last several games, he's been coming off the bench and just playing really well and increasingly getting better at everything, including his efficiency and his defense. And I just think he's really playing at a high level for the Los Angeles Lakers at this point, and he deserves his flowers, man. He's going through a very rough road, and these fans have tried to support him but have been frustrated, and now we're able to see him play well, and we're super excited about it. So it's important that we verbalize that, just like we verbalize how unhappy we were when we were. I think we need to double down on the appreciation for sure. He's just stepped his game all the way up, and he's making the sacrifices necessary to make us a better basketball team. You know what I mean? It's not about demoting him to the second unit. It's about strategy at this point. It's just simply about what can help us win and what's going to make our pieces fit. And, you know, if he's willing to play the Manu Ginobili role, it's going to make us a significantly better basketball club. And now that things are starting to look different in regards to what we thought we would see in the trade market, it's looking less likely that he's going to be off our team very soon. You know, because I look at the Kyrie Irving situation, I'm saying there's no way Genie and is going to sign off on giving away 2 picks for Kyrie Irving's value now that all this is going on. There's no way. I would not do that. I don't think anybody would pay that price for Ree at this point. And it's looking more likely that he'll probably end his season as a free agent because the Nets are going to have to, try to figure out how they want to move forward with him if for some reason he doesn't meet their requirements. I think it's a good chance they waive him. In the event that happens, I think he's going to want to come to the Lakers. And I think that's a very interesting thing to see have play out because I don't know what the Lakers are going to do in that situation. Depends on how things go between now and then, if it comes to that. But as I look at the situation, I say, okay, well, we bought ourselves a little bit of I don't know how, I don't think this is the right way of putting it, but I think some favors kind of landed in the Lakers, on the Lakers' doorstep, because now there's an excuse to either make a different type of trade if they don't want to, continue to do business with waiting on Brooklyn if that's what they've been doing, or even more interesting way of going is just holding on to the picks all year long and letting the team just play itself out right now as currently constructed. So I think the Lakers probably feel really fortunate about how things have transpired as it pertains to Kyrie Irving and what that means, what his situation means for our situation. I think some guys may be like, we should have made the Indy trade a long time ago. I'm sure Bron's probably saying, man, we really probably could have made a trade like that, or Utah or something like that, and get it done. But I just don't think those trades were good. Never mind what else we wanted to do. Those are just not the greatest use of our values, especially when draft picks are worth so much in this era. Now, you do want to consider that draft picks may not be worth as much going forward, since obviously Wembanyama's coming up next year. Overall picks are just going to be worth something. Maybe it wouldn't be next year or the year following, but nevertheless, you do want to have your picks in hand when you are in our position without, other assets and things of that nature. But all in all, I just think that there's a chance the Lakers could end the season with their picks still in their hands. I look at the New York Knicks, and I say, I think they got saved by a situation that may appear as if it wasn't something that they really, wanted, but I think it was a better outcome. They still have their picks. In a situation where the Knicks were trying to give them all away for Donovan Mitchell, that was not the right decision. Right now, the Knicks are in a much healthier position as a franchise for not making that trade. And it's because of those picks, So I think when you have picks in hand and you just have a timeline that must be addressed right now, then of course you want to consider what giving those picks up will do for you. But if for some reason you can get out of this season without having given up those picks and still acquire Kyrie Irving, now you've won in regards to what it is you were faced with. So that's what I think the Lakers are looking at. bottom line is there's a chance we could acquire the value we were looking for without giving up the picks, and that's how I'm choosing to look at it. I think the Lakers should consider what they want to do with this roster this year, though. Do we want to go forward and try to help them win? They do not have enough, but it may make sense to just let them play it out anyway and just do what we're doing with those picks and just be healthier as a franchise, in my opinion. But there's a greater way to go. You can definitely shop Anthony Davis, try to bring back some picks that way. I think that makes more sense since we're leaning so much on him. And I don't think this team is constructed to get the most out of Anthony Davis. When I think of Anthony Davis, I actually think he should probably be on a team like Utah that has more moving pieces around him instead of most of the team's value condensed into one person, as to which it is with LeBron James. That's just a weird dynamic for Anthony Davis because of his injury concerns and his defensive style of play. He needs more weapons. And I just don't think he's ever been on a team that's built properly for him. You remove, I don't know. I don't want to think about what fits will work and then have to reshuffle because I don't know if I'm right. But I just think about like a situation where he could be in like Cleveland. You know what I mean? Where those big boys are. Obviously, you have to replace one of them, but that's the type of situation. Minnesota, replacing Rudy Gobert or something like that. It's like that's the type of situation I think would be kind of cool for him to play with another big person, or Orlando, like just play with a bunch of stilts. That way he has plenty of help to do what it is that he does, and accentuates what it is that he is because of it. And I just don't think you'll lose too much when you have a player, when you have him in a situation where there's a lot of size around him and players that are tall and long and can shoot. He should be in that situation. He shouldn't be just considered a center, be a big man. Nah. Let him be in a much more multi-layered offensive situation. More wings. That's what I want to see. Just more wings. I'm talking about like put him on a team like with Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant. Like those are the type of prototypes I think he should be slapped together with. Obviously, you ain't gonna get that level of talent, but like that's the situation. So I just don't think he's ever been in that situation, and I don't think we've seen the best of him because of it. So that's what I want to say in regards to AD, man. I would love to see the Lakers put something like that together, though. I would love to see that, but it's not possible with LeBron James at $40 million, 50, whatever his price tag is. And as far as what's Bron's got going on, we talking about Bron. Much has been said about how he's struggling. He's sick. At the end of the day, he said he was bedridden with some type of stomach virus. So we know it's going to take a little while for him to get up to par because he's 37, almost about 30, maybe 38 years old. So it's not like he can just hop out of bed, roll over, and get 50. That's not where he's at in his career. And that's why I don't think building around him is really good anymore. I'd love him to be a part of the situation, and he will be the best player on the team. But it can't just be him, another max contract, and then another max contract. That's a horrible way to go. You want somebody of his cachet to be next to him, Anthony Davis, with a lot of weapons around him so that he can kind of take a graceful back seat as his body starts to give in the father time. And that's what I think we're seeing. I think most people agree. We're in the beginning stages of old Bron looking old, Last year he still looked like fresh Bron, but this year it's like, nah, that's not the guy. That's not who he is. But it's okay because he's still a fantastic basketball player who can put up the same amount of numbers probably. He's just going to have to adjust and do it in a less athletic way for now. And so the adjustment is tough, and I get it, and that's what it is. So he'll have to make that adjustment. I'm sure he will. I don't think we'll be worried about LeBron James playing poorly by January. I'm pretty sure it'll be long. These things will be long forgotten by then. So, knock on wood for good health. That's what everything's leaning on, of course. What else, man? I think that's really what I want to come here and say. I didn't want to get into too much in regards to the team. Like I said, yesterday, Utah was a very good team. I wasn't surprised to see them give us trouble. They just got weapons everywhere. That's just what it is. They have what they need condensed less than we do. We have it in AD and Bron Westbrook, that's the bulk of our captain. The rest of our players are like, with the price tag. But their guys are like more upside players in some cases, and then less valuable pieces that come together to make more of them coming at you. So it's the same $500 million. It's just divvied up in many more pieces. You see, everybody has the same amount. That's why it's not surprising to me to see the Utah Jazz, with whatever they put together, be competitive. It's because they have enough of it represented in playing talent. You know, contracts that are active players that are some in their prime. Like most situations that blow up, you're getting back garbage. You're getting back players that aren't going to play well. You're getting back picks, and that's it. They got back a bunch of stuff that's ready to go. So yeah, they should be ready to go. They should be a team that's competitive. I'm just wondering how far they want to take it. But for the time being, this 7-2 record they have is not a fluke, and I expect them to continue to win so long as health keeps coming their way. So yeah, we're not favored to beat them on Monday either. I hate to say it, but this could be a 3-game losing streak imminent in front of us, because we're just running into teams that are just flat out better than us. We know Cleveland is. So it is what it is, man. The Lakers just got to keep on fighting, keep on working against what it is that they're trying to accomplish, not necessarily wins and losses, just incremental, improvements in every different category they're working on. Turnovers, rebounding, obviously defensive principles need to be re-established behind the arc. Perimeter stuff we saw how bad we were with that yesterday. Just continue to work what they're doing. I thought we moved the ball well around the perimeter in the game previous to the Utah Jazz game, and then I thought we kind of got away from some of the stuff that worked in the game that we won. So that's what it's about, just going back to stuff that works, not getting overzealous about guys doing good things and giving them more minutes that it makes sense to give them for the matchups in front of us, as I said yesterday. And, not get too caught up in being too high or too low about anything. That's what I want from this team. So that's what I got to say, man. No conversation about all the other guys at this moment. Got a little bit of a headache, so I'm just going to take some aspirin, probably take a nap and be good when I wake up. But, yeah, man, that's what I wanted to say, man. I'm not upset at my team. I still think we're in a good space. We just run into another little tough cluster for our schedule. So Rob Pelinka should probably look to make some type of small move. I can't stress it enough. Something small would really go a long way, particularly with the center position. I think that makes a lot of sense right now. So that's what I got to say. BDL44. Thank you all for watching.